The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. All right, we're back. It's season number 8. Is that right?
Ooh. I think so.
Yeah.
We started around the previous World Cup, so we're coming around our third World Cup, so that's probably close. Wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Season number 8 of Free Kicks with Adam and Rick begins right now.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
So, since we last spoke, quite a bit has happened. We'll get into some of the player moves, some of the new players, some of the players that have departed in just a bit here. But first, I want to take a moment to say, rest in peace to Diego Jota. That was a very tragic event. He got into a car accident over the summer with his brother and has passed away. And I must say, the whole world has kind of come out in support of that family. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I've seen everybody's really been able to, for whatever reason, to associate with the group, with everything that's taken place. And the club itself has done such a tremendous job of just showing their respects to the type of person and player he was.
Yeah, I got a little weepy with that opening for the first game. That was very emotional. But, even over the summer, the Gold Cup took place here in America. And, even American players and Mexican players, and when they scored, they paid tribute to Jota. Then we had that other imaginary cup. I forget what it was called. The
World Club Cup.
Yeah,
yes,
that one.
Yes. Very big, biggest club tournament that's ever taken place. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's called the World Club Cup, right?
You're right. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called, right? Because I really didn't pay attention to that one, but I heard that a lot of people were paying tribute to Jota in that as well. But did somebody win that? Who won that tournament? I forgot who wins it.
Oh yeah, the world champions. Who's the world champions? Is that who you're asking?
Yeah.
Who the world champions are? Oh, that would be Chelsea.
Aha! I see. So this is what we're gonna hear all year, basically.
Oh yeah.
Is that right?
No, not all year, Rick. For 4 years.
Oh my God.
4 years you're gonna hear this.
Now I noticed Liverpool didn't even play in this.
They're not good enough. Got to qualify.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, in all seriousness, it was an awesome tournament to watch. It was like getting a free World Cup, wasn't it?
It really was. Yeah. I mean, the games were there. I mean, obviously the players had to suffer through some crazy weather in terms of the heat and the thunderstorms and everything else. And then the final was, that was just, didn't expect that to take place. A 3-0 win over PSG. That was really awesome.
That was actually awesome. I was rooting for Chelsea maybe for the first time ever.
Thank you.
But that was nice. And then, our beloved president at the ceremony made it all about himself.
Yes. He took control of it, and he got into the pictures. That's for sure.
And did he steal a medal and the trophy?
Yes, I don't know. He kept the trophy because he liked the gold, so it goes well with the White House, and then slipped a little medal into his pocket. So he came away as a champion. He could call himself a World Cup champion. So they're throwing out hats with make Chelsea great again. So I don't know if you've seen those.
So if you go visit the trophy case at Chelsea's stadium, you are looking at a replica. It's not the real trophy.
Yeah, that's true. May have to go to DC and figure it out.
I mean, unbelievable. All right, well let's get to the Premier League, which actually kicked off last weekend, and It's already exciting. I watched a bunch of games. But let's go over each of these teams. This is going to take a few minutes here because I think each team is worthy of spending just a moment or two talking about. And let's do it alphabetical, so there's no favoritism. Let's start here with Arsenal. Arsenal has a bunch of new players. They've lost. I'll go over the people that are gone. Jorginho's gone. Sterling's gone. Neto. Tierney's gone. And Thomas Partey is also gone. Who has come into Arsenal to replace them?
Well, the big one, I think, is obviously... from a Chelsea standpoint, they've lost. They got Madueke, which was a big one for them. Obviously, he was a big part of Chelsea's play. But the one that probably stands out the most are the two. I guess are the two. Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, who's just a big part of the Spanish national team. And again, my pronunciations are terrible, so I apologize. Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. So I think those are going to be the two impact players. I would not be surprised that before the window closes, they'll get one more player. But those are the two big ones, I think.
Okay. So you think that those two make up for what they lost? I think so, because really none of those.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at Aston Villa next. They didn't really lose too much. Coutinho is gone, but he really wasn't a factor last year. Who are some of these guys? I've never heard of any of these guys coming into Villa.
And I'm the same.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Villa's done nothing.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
We could probably skip right over that. They did lose Jacob Ramsey to Newcastle.
Oh, I forgot about Ramsey too. Yes.
Yeah. So he's gone. But really, them along with Newcastle are having some PSR issues. So that's been the biggest thing. So.
And what is a PSR issue again?
So basically, it's the amount of money that they're able to spend and how much money they bring in. So that's going to then affect what they have. So it's ultimately, if they spend more than they have, and then they get into some financial difficulties within the Premier League. So it's a
unless they're Manchester City, and then they can do whatever they want for as long as they want, and no punishment will ever come in.
Yeah, it's profit sustainability rules is what it stands. It's very frustrating for clubs like Villa and Newcastle because they don't bring enough money in, and so they can't spend enough money out. Whereas clubs like Chelsea and Liverpool, they bring a lot of money in, but they can't, and so that allows them to spend more money. So
gotcha.
It's a tricky one. Yeah.
Okay, how about Bournemouth? They let Kepa go. He went back to Chelsea, and then they sent him over to Arsenal, right?
Yep.
Milos Kerkez,
it's a big loss, yeah.
Yeah, he's with Liverpool now. But who are some of these guys that are coming in? I don't know any of them either.
Yeah,
Petrovic.
Again, we'll probably think, Petrovic is really the one that stands out. He's the big one, but the others, really not too much. I think they do such a super job of finding players in these lower leagues. I mean, seems like all of those other players are from the French league, so I'm sure they'll be good. Just may take them a little time to acclimatize.
Okay. Brentford, they lost their coach, which is a big loss.
For sure.
And then, let's see here. Ben Mee is gone. Flecken went to Leverkusen. Norgard is gone. And Bumo, I already saw him play for Manchester United. Who came in to Brentford, and do you think that they're going to be able to offset those losses?
It's going to be a tough one. I mean, obviously the goalkeeper Keller from Liverpool was a big signing.
Right.
Jordan Henderson is reinventing himself again.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
He's there. I honestly thought he was going to go to Sunderland, but that didn't happen. But I think those are probably the big ones. Coyote and from Fiorentina might be one too, but they lost more than they were able to bring in, so that was tough. But we'll see. Plus, they got a new manager. They might be struggling a little bit this year.
Yeah, I think they might be in trouble this year, too. Brighton always seems to have good players. They did lose their probably best player, João Pedro, to Chelsea, who's already a world champion.
Yes, that's right. World champion Chelsea, and came in and was sitting on the beach, and then came in and scored 2 goals in 3 games.
I know. He looked pretty good, didn't he?
He did. He really did. He really did.
So who are these guys that Brighton has brought in? Is there anybody that jumps out at you?
That's a great question. Probably not. I mean, these are players, again, who are under the radar. I would say Niels Ramming from Frankfurt. Obviously, Frankfurt got raided quite a bit this year in terms of their players.
They sure did.
But yeah, again, we'll find out how good they are as soon as they go through the season.
Don't you kind of have respect for this club, though, the way they find these players? Like, don't you kind of suspect that some of these guys are going to be big stars?
I've got a feeling that Yudong Young from. I think from Japan, he's going to be somebody, I think he's Chinese. I think he's going to be a player that's going to be able to do some things. It's just, again, they find players, and my goodness, they make so much money. I mean,
I know.
Chelsea's spent a lot of money buying their players, that's for sure.
They have. Yeah, Chelsea has like 6 of them at their team right now. All right, Burnley is a new team. So it's kind of hard to say, the new players, whenever a new team comes up, they basically redo their entire roster. But they've got some big names on that roster. Tell us about some of them.
Yeah. Mick in my office keeps me updated on this. I mean, he just obviously is a Burnley fan. Carl Walker's a big one. Leslie Ogochukwu from Chelsea was a big one. Another Armando Broja, who I saw as a 17-year-old when we went to Chelsea that year.
Isn't he the one from Slough?
Yes, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's from Albania, the full international from Albania. But I think he's going to be a good one. I know talking to Mickey, he was a little frustrated on the game this weekend that a lot of these guys didn't play. So,
true.
Yeah, but it'll take some time. Marcus Edwards, who formerly of Tottenham, also scored in Lisbon, I think, be good. So, a lot of new players, and really didn't lose too many, so that was good. Other than, I believe, James Trafford, too, the goalkeeper. So that was the big one.
I see they've got Dubravka on the roster.
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, he came over from Newcastle.
All right, so Chelsea... I'll just go over the list of people that are gone. Actually, I don't know a lot of these players. So they have like 70 players at one time, don't they? Kepa's gone. Let's see here. Petrovic went to Bournemouth. We already talked about. João Felix is gone. Dewsbury Hall is gone to Everton. And we already talked about some of the other ones that are gone. So. Who are they bringing in?
Oh, some good ones.
I know you're happy.
I'm excited with Delap's good. I think he's going to be good. Obviously, Pedro we talked about, and then the Brazilian Estavo Willian. I think he's going to be tremendous. I think when he gets his feet going, he's going to be an absolute difference maker. So I've already got him on my fantasy team. Not to be confused
with the previous Willian.
Yeah, that's right. He'll just go by Estavo. And then Jamie Gittens, formerly of Manchester City's academy, who was at Borussia Dortmund, has also come over. So, some really, again, just strengthening the group, I think, will be very, very good.
And Gittens is one of those players that is like a superstar in the making, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Very young.
Too. Very young. And I definitely see more signings coming in, so there's talk of Garnacho coming over too, so that could happen.
Really? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, if only we had a few extra wide players. I mean, we seem to do a very good job of signing wide players, but he would fit the bill. He's a young guy, and so he would definitely be there. He'd be good, but we'll see. I wouldn't be disappointed with him. I think it'd be a good asset for sure.
Okay, Crystal Palace, Joel Ward retired. Jeffrey Schlupp is gone. He went to Celtic or Celtic. What is it? Celtic or Celtic?
It's Celtic. Celtic, yeah. Celtic, yeah.
Not really much there though. Bringing in.
No, I'm concerned for them because they may lose players. So within the next 2 weeks, Izay could be gone and Gahey could be gone. They lose those two, they're going to be in the bottom 4 or 5, unfortunately. Those two guys are huge.
And where are those guys going? Have you heard anything?
Possibly Eze to Tottenham. That's could happen any day now, potentially.
Okay.
And then Gahey, I know Liverpool's been talking to him.
Really?
Potentially Manchester United, Chelsea. So again, lots of things happening. So
yeah, those are their two
surprised.
best players, basically.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's concerning for them.
Yeah. All right. Everton has made some big moves. They lost Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's gone, and Ashley Young is finally retired. He's like 70.
No, he's still playing. He's still playing.
Is he? Well, he's just not playing for Everton.
No, he's not playing for Everton.
Okay.
He's still there. He's still out there. Yeah.
Doucouré is gone. Jack Harrison went back to Leeds, I guess, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any of these players bringing in? I see one big name leaping off the page here.
Yeah, Jack Grealish is the big one, obviously.
Yeah.
He's going to make an impact. Great for him. That obviously it was kind of strange how he just got kind of signaled out, kind of pushed out of Man City, but it is what it is. So I think he's going to be a really, really big signing for them. Hopefully he can take care of some business and get himself back in the England fold too.
Yeah, because he really was buried at Man City, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Fulham, not really much going on there, huh?
No, we can almost skip over them.
Let's do it.
Nobody in and nobody out.
Let's do it. Leeds United is another one of those clubs that has been promoted, and we've already mentioned Calvert-Lewin has gone over there. Do you see any other big name? A couple of them I'm looking at here. Sean Longstaff, Newcastle United. That's kind of a surprise. He's such a local Newcastle boy, right?
Right. Well, and I think that was a PSR situation too, where they needed to get rid of him, get some money out of them, just like Jacob Ramsey with Villa. But interestingly enough, you're going to like this. They do have some German players there.
I see that.
You're going to like those. Yeah. I think this Anton Stach, if I said it correctly, from Hoffenheim, is going to be the man. I think I watched him yesterday. He looked good. He looked really good. So I think he's going to be the main man for them. And you've got a couple of other German players that obviously Mr. Fokker likes.
Excuse me?
With his place. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I just like saying that. I get a free Fokker on that.
All right, then Liverpool didn't lose much. Just Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Kelleher, Kwanzaa went to Leverkusen, Luis Diaz went to Bayern Munich.
You didn't lose much. That's
Darwin Nunez went to Al Hilal, and obviously Jota passed away. So didn't lose much. But they did bring in some players, didn't they?
Did they not? Oh, my goodness. Just spent the money. My goodness. Florian Wirtz.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Kirkes, Ekatike. Yeah, all these players. Frimpong. I mean, it's a great amount of players, and I would not be surprised if they add one more big centre forward from a team in the Northeast. So if they get him, that could be a game changer.
Yeah, we'll get to that club in a moment. But Frimpong is he's a back who replaces Trent, basically, right?
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz already looks like a solid guy there. He's one of the top players in the world.
Yeah, well, you pay $100 million. That's what happens, right?
That's a good point. But I got to tell you, the player I was most excited about was Ekatike from Frankfurt. He looks really good.
Unbelievable is what he looks like. 6'3" striker, got everything that you need. Wow, he could be a difference maker. So we were talking a little bit about him. He is going to be a very good player for them.
All right, Manchester City. Down year. Then De Bruyne goes to Napoli. Kyle Walker goes. Jack Grealish, we've already talked about. And yet, somehow, they already won 4-0 in their first game. Or was it 5-0? I lost track. And they're at the top of the table immediately. Once again, they've gone out and found some guys. Who are these guys?
Yeah, I think the ones that stand out, obviously the James Trafford goalkeeper. I think he's going to get a lot of playing time. Looks like the goalkeeper Emerson might be out, maybe leaving for different shores potentially. But Ryan Shirky was the main man. I think the other day he looked pretty good.
He did,
along with others. Eight Nori, yeah, they just reloaded, so I think they're going to be good again. Little bit players that we don't necessarily know too much about, but they're going to be making big impacts. Plus, they got quite a few already strong players as it is.
Yeah, my son follows Milan, and he said that that Reinders is a very good player too.
Yeah, Reinders, yeah, for sure.
So there you go. Manchester United, again, hope springs eternal for the Reds.
Yeah.
They've got some big name players that have brought in. They also lost. Well, let's see. Ericsson's gone. Johnny Evans, 75 years old, is also gone. Victor Lindelof is gone, and Marcus Rashford's he's
big
in
one,
Barcelona, obviously. But they brought in some names.
They did. They've upped their forward line, no question, with Kuna, Mbeumo from Brentford, Kuna from Wolves, who I love. Benjamin Sesko from Leipzig, another team that got destroyed with transfers.
They sure did.
So I mean, they've definitely made it better. There's no question about it.
Yeah. And I watched their first game, and they actually did look pretty good. They lost, but they looked pretty good.
They were definitely better. There's no question they were definitely better, and that's really all you can ask for.
Well, they couldn't have been worse.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
All right, Newcastle United. This is such an interesting a team here because, well, first of all, we talked about Longstaff's gone and Dubravka's gone. Callum Wilson has also been released. They did bring in some players. Can you talk about some of those guys?
Yeah, I think Lango is a big one from Nottingham Forest that came in. Jacob Ramsey was kind of a late addition here. He hasn't played yet. Aaron Ramsdale, goalkeeper, coming in as well. So, I think there's definitely some players, I think, dependent on what happens with Isak. They're going to have to bring in another striker. So don't be surprised that they don't find somebody else to bring in.
Well, let's talk about the Isak case because he wanted to go to Liverpool, right? And he is now basically on strike.
Yeah, he's just decided not to be playing anymore, not training. I think he's kind of training on his own. And so he's not part of the squad, which is really disappointing.
It is.
In terms of not being part of it.
Not too professional, is it?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one because he's kind of almost telling Newcastle that he wants to leave. He's still under contract. It's just like that, just like I'm contracted here to do this every Tuesday.
Right.
And as much as I want to leave, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
we
just can't get out. Sometimes you just got to fulfill those. And teams are going to come in and they're going to bid for him. It's exciting that he could potentially go to a club like Liverpool, but he also is at a very big club like Newcastle. So the biggest thing I think for most Newcastle fans is that he could have become a little bit of a legacy type of a player down the road, and that he's just really kind of.
And they love him there too. I mean, they love him.
Who wouldn't? The guy was still fantastic. I mean, I still picked him up on my fantasy roster just because I know he's going to go somewhere and he's going to score goals. Wow. So he's sitting there on the bench, ready to jump in whenever I need him.
Well, you know how unstable those Swedes are.
Yes.
That's a joke. All right, Nottingham Forest. We talked about Langa's already gone. Our American player Matt Turner, the goalkeeper, he's left the club. He's now
actually MLS.
Yeah. I thought he went to Lyon.
He did go to Lyon, and then after Lyon, he went back to the New England Revolution.
Oh, so he's back at. You see, it shows you how much I watch MLS. Anything interesting on the players that have gone there?
Yeah, I think the two big ones, and again, Ndoye scored a nice goal on the weekend, which was great, so he looks like a good one. Amari Hutchinson from Ipswich, formerly of Chelsea, James McAtee of Manchester City. These are both young players with lots of potential. So if you know anything about Nottingham Forest, their owner, who's Greek, he's got his fingers in lots of pies and knows a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't find some more players, unknown players in different areas. But yeah, I think they've been good. And hey, people were commenting of me not picking up Chris Wood. Man, the guy could still score goals. He scored 2 again on the weekend. So maybe these new players will help him. Yeah.
And let's remember, Nottingham had a great year last year. So
yeah, for sure.
Sunderland is one of the other new teams, and I see they lost the younger Bellingham to Dortmund. But they've got some names on their team too.
Yeah, brought in Granit Xhaka from Bayer Leverkusen, formerly of Arsenal. So I think he's going to be a good one. Mark Xu, who on loan from Chelsea, I think is going to definitely help them. Again, some kind of lower level players, but a lot of French players coming in. Don't think you can really go wrong with some of those players. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they all kind of
and they already won
work together. And they won, beat West Ham in their first game. Yeah, big result for them.
We'll get to West Ham in a second here, but first Tottenham. Tottenham has a new coach, Thomas Frank, who I think is a great hire for Tottenham.
For sure.
They lost a couple of big players, though. They lost Son. He came here to America. Timo Werner went back to Leipzig. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who's been there forever, went to France. But they did have some. They did bring in a few. Who do they have?
Yeah, the Mohamed Kudus is a big one. I think that's definitely going to be their biggest signing. That's going to make a big impact. Obviously, Palhinha from Bayern Munich on loan as well is going to be another good one. But already with some of the players that they've got and just the way they're organized, it seems like they're going to be a lot tougher team to beat. That's for sure.
Right, because if you look at some of those Brentford squads that Frank was the coach of, they didn't have a ton of talent. And he managed to get them in the mid-table every year.
Yeah, exactly. All
right, West Ham United, they've lost some players. Cresswell's gone, Fabianski, Kufal, Ings, Zuma, Kudus, Antonio is still, I think, injured and has been released. Anything interesting there?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the players there that they got that come in. They haven't made too many big signings. You know, Callum Wilson came in on a free. Not sure if they've upped the game. I would expect them to probably make a few signings in the coming weeks. So I'm a little concerned for West Ham, and especially after their first result too.
Right, I agree with you. And then finally, the Wolverhampton Wanderers. They look like they could be in trouble too. Cunha, Manchester United. Dawson's gone. Nouri's gone. What do you think about what they've got in their place?
Yeah, I think again the players that have come in, Jorgen Strand Larsen, potentially could help them, but yeah, they need some help. The money, hopefully, they've got from these players could potentially get maybe a couple of latecomers, but yeah, I'm concerned for them. Obviously, they lost their first one by 4.
Yeah, not a good
arguably,
start.
Yeah, arguably it was probably against one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the league, but yeah, it's going to be a challenge for them. That's for sure.
All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and has a strong history of credibility. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association and charter member of U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the U.S. Soccer Federation Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
Okay, time for another feature.
It's time now to guess the Premier League star.
All right, I decided to make this first one easy for you, just to get you get your feet underneath you for this season. This week's star is 32 years old, a midfielder. So he's been around forever. Played 226 Premier League matches. 225 of them were with one of the elite teams in the league. Okay, but he's got a new club this year.
Kyle Walker.
No. We may or may not have already talked about him earlier in this episode.
Okay.
He has won titles in 2 different countries. Neither of them are in England.
And you said he's 32?
32. He's the captain of his national team. It's a team that always does well, but they're never quite among the elite in the Euros or in the World Cup.
Gotcha. Does this guy play for Sunderland?
He does. His first name is a type of rock.
Yes, it is. Granite?
Yes.
Would that be the rock that you're talking about?
That's the rock.
Thanks for easing me in, Mr.
Yes.
Granit Xhaka, formerly of Arsenal and Bayer Leverkusen. Yes.
It's nice to have him back, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he'll do a nice job. I think he'll be quite good. He'll do a decent job with everybody. So yeah, he's going to be a leader on that team. Hopefully, take them to the promised land, and the promised land for them is staying up. Let's be honest.
17th place. That's the promised land.
Yes, that's it. Exactly.
All right, time for another feature.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
I'm so excited that it's back. I'm so excited. What can we watch starting this weekend?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I didn't get to watch as much as I could. I was teaching some courses. I obviously watched the Chelsea game on Sunday. Yeah, a little blah. And we were getting some comments from our Aston Villa fan. He was kind of putting in little jabs. Hey, just remember, we're world champions. So
0-0 in the first game.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some really good ones. I think when I look at the Saturday and Sunday, I think I pinpoint probably the one game on Saturday. It's Man City Tottenham. You got to get up early for that one, the 6:30. But I think everything is going to revolve around the game on Monday night. Monday Night Football, as they say.
Yeah.
Newcastle United is my Geordie accent at home against Liverpool. Will Isaac be playing for Liverpool, or will he be playing for Newcastle?
Ooh, or will he be in the stands just
or will he just not even be there? Exactly. So that's the game for sure. That's exciting. Hopefully he gets sorted out before then, and he'll know what's going on, because that could be a rough situation for him if he's. And either way, he's probably not going to be there, but could be interesting. So that's the game. Monday night football at 2:00 in the afternoon.
I will be checking it out. All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by Green White Soccer Club. You can go to greenwhitesoccer.org. Football season is starting this fall here. I'm calling it football now.
Yeah, cool. It's good.
Even though it's called Green White Soccer Club. But they've got teams for virtually every age group. Go check out greenwhitesoccer.org. All right, we have people to thank. We need to thank Tony Lasano. Tony, we've got another show for you to add to your roster every week here. Also, let's thank the Radio Misfits. Ed Silla from the Radio Misfits. Great Talk Radio is indebted. Has moved to a better place. RadioMisfits.com. And, we're going to come back here next week. Next week we're going to get a chance to talk about the actual games now that we have set the table for you for this 8th season of Free Kicks. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
Radio Misfits, promo take 24.
Guys, we are part of Radio Misfits Podcast Net.
Radio Misfits, you idiots.
We are part of...
I didn't really make it intended to be a tongue twister.
I know. We are part of the Radio Misfits Podcast.
Promo 26. 6. I'll be here all day.
We are part of Radio Misfit Podcast Network. And
Close enough for government.
yeah, close enough, huh?
Let me say it. Radio Misfits. Douchebags who can't speak. Hear it on the World Wide Web.